Let's take a look at adding an assignment in the LMS. To add an assignment, you can either add it right here and select the class, or you can go click on the class. However you want to do it, it's up to you. So we're going to click on the assignment tab here. And then once we click on this right here, and actually you can change this to whatever you want to call it. It doesn't have to be called an assignment. You can call it homework, test, or whatever. So let's call this a test. And we're going to say that this is going to be an office test. And we can go in here and select the due date and the due time. We can also put a description in here. And then there are two different selections right here. You see you have submit it outside the LMS and then submit it through the LMS. Outside would mean that you're giving the test like on paper in your classroom and you're collecting it. Submit it through the LMS is actually where students will get on here and submit that assignment on here. So we're going to do through LMS because outside LMS, this is basically your only options. You have the option to go in here and add a file link and schedule the post, and you can post it to a different class. But let's look at through LMS because it gives us some more options. You can see that there is a lock assignment after due date. That means students will not be able to get in there and take that once the due date up here has occurred. And then down here, here is where we can go in here and add different questions. You see that there are different options. You have multiple selection, true and false. If you want students to upload something, you can have them do that as well. You can also break it down into sections, so maybe you want to have different areas on your exam, different title names, you can do that. Or if you've already created an assignment and you want to pull questions from that, there's this load questions button, and you see that this quiz that I just created, if I click on this and click on load questions, it's going to pull those questions in from that previous assignment. So I can do that as well if you want to. So that's the load questions. Let's go in here and add a short answer essay question. You see right here that when I imported this in, and it's the same way if you just create a new one, I have a section name, I put my question in, you go over here and assign how many points this question is worth, and then you select the correct answer so it automatically grades, and then you can go in here and add more answer choices if you want to. For the short answer, you just go in here and put your question, how many points it's worth, and then like I said, you have different selections here that you can go in and do. Once you have done all of that, you can go in here and post your exam if you want to. And then once you've posted it, you see that it tells you how many have submitted it. If students have submitted this and you click on this right here, it takes you to basically the roster section, and it will give you a list of who hasn't and who has completed that assignment. You can also go to the assignments tab over here, and it shows all of your assignments for all of your classrooms, and of course you can break that down to a specific class, and you have the option to go in here and select that assignment as well, and it takes you to the same area that we just looked at right there, and it will show you which students have completed and which have not. They just make sure that they are enrolled to your class, and they will show up right there, and it'll show you who has it and who has not. And then if we go back to the home page here, again, that assignment shows right here. You can go in here and make changes to that if you need to. Change the due date, the description, the lock assignment feature, all of that as well. That's how you use the assignments feature within the LMS.